Alright, welcome back. So today, got my paint booth set up. Big rock, already did some test samples. We are going to paint this body. So, this is fluorescent red. PS20 by Tamiya. Or Tamiya, however you want to say it. So we're going to dust this thing with a light coat. I like to do all the sides first because everything kind of falls to the bottom anyway. Since this is fluorescent, got to be careful on how thick you lay it because it's got to have a backer. I don't think a lot of people realize how big these bodies really are. Alright, we're going to let that sit a minute. Probably a little heavier than I probably should have shot it. But we'll be right back. We're going to let this dry and then we're going to do a second coat. Alright, we are back. Going to lay a second coat, finish off this can. Then I have one more can we'll spray. This is a transparent color, so until you put a backer on it, you don't want to lay it too heavy. It's always going to kind of look see-through. I try to lay it a little heavier in the wheel wells. Definitely try to get every angle. That's enough. for my second coat, I do have some paint samples with backers, different backers. I always try to do, when I'm unsure, some paint samples. So we'll be right back. And then we're probably going to do a third coat to try to even this out. Be right back. All right. We're going to do the rest of this can. So I'm going to flip this thing around so I can take a look, see if I missed anything from the other direction. And that's it. 2 cans of PS20. We're going to go ahead and let that dry. Be right back. All right. So, here are a couple of samples. This one is backed in yellow. This one is backed in white. These are 1 coat each. You can see kind of a milky pink color. And then this one is more of an orange, backing it in yellow. So I'm going to try to get this thing on the lighter side. So I'm hoping with several coats that that this fluorescent red is what this is, PS20, will give it more of a lighter red rather than a darker red. So what we're going to do is use some PS1. I'm wondering if I should shoot it in a silver. Give me a second. So I'm going to shoot this in a silver, I think. We're going to do a metallic silver to try to give it some pop. And then we'll probably back that in white. You can see the metallic-y. A lot of metallic on this. Really a metallic-y paint. What this is going to do is when the sun hits it, it's going to give it a lot of pop. Hoping to get those reflections. Really trying to give it some good coverage. see the metal flake flying everywhere. All right. That was about a full can of Pactra is what I used. And Indy Silver 303416. Got metal flake all over my camera. And we're going to see how that does versus the two samples. And that yellow is starting to turn orangish. You can see the metal flake on the outside of this card. But let's let that sit a minute and let that dry. All right, I'm going to apply some heat to this. This will just help it dry faster. And I will be shoe gooing the inside of the back part of this body just because it's so flimsy with the wing cutouts. Even though it's a 2mm thick body, at the speeds I plan on going, I have a feeling it's going to flap a little. So I'm going to go ahead and add some drywall tape and shoe glue to the back of it. These RC paints will dry pretty fast. So I just noticed the heat is shrinking my window tint, or the window protector. Made it a little wavy. But not bad. I should be able to straighten it out with an X-Acto knife. A little too much heat in this area right here. So it is almost dry to the touch. It's kind of tacky. You can see all the paint samples. I've been mixing and trying to figure out what to do, and all on the RC Guy Garage Little Rock, which I can care less about, so it's my paint booth. Only thing good about a big rock is that you get a box and you can use it for painting. Best part about a big rock. X-Max box is, of course, protected over there in the corner. Oh, sorry, kick the big rock. There we go. Dry to the touch. Let's see this in some light now. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That bright reddish orange. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get inside and see how this thing is going to look on the RC. All right. So here we go. Went ahead. Body's all painted up. Fit it back. It's all dried up. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this in here. So the wings looking very cool from the rear now, with the color all in here. And what I really liked was this red versus the red I did. This is much brighter. It's a fluorescent with the silver metal flake. So as soon as we pull this protective cover off this thing, when this thing hits the sun, this thing's really going to pop, which I'm hoping I'll be able to see it from far away. So what do you guys say that we uncover this thing? See what this thing's going to look like. Let's see. Where should I start peeling this thing from? Should probably pop it off of here. I'm going to slide that one back. Slide this back. Slide this in here. And the sticker sheet, I think, is really going to go well. The carbon fiber, this black on this fluorescent red, it's really going to pop. I did try backing in yellow and backing in white. White is what I originally was going to do because it would make it brighter. What it did was it made it milky on my test samples and kind of made it pinkish. So I didn't like that. The yellow didn't look half bad, backing it in yellow. It's just I know in the sun it's not going to pop as much as a metal flaked silver. So I just went ahead and did the metal flake silver. So you guys want to see what this body's really going to look like unwrapped? And it's funny, the color on the camera versus the color in person, it's way different, guys. Sorry to say, but it's definitely different. Oh, look at that. So to me, this looked more in line with Sunny D. It's an orangish metal flake type color. And I had a lot of people saying, you know, red and black, white and black. I wasn't planning on doing multiple colors, and the reason being, it is a speed body and it's going to get trashed. So to spend all that time painting a body, knowing that you're going to run it and possibly wreck it, trying to go for the speed that I'm going for, I just wasn't going to do it. Solid color with some stickers on it. All I really need to do. Clean lines. So, is that coming out? Look at this. Look at that color underneath there. You see how it's not popping? But then the light hits it and that metal flake starts coming through. Reminds me of Sunny D. And as soon as that person said do it orange, kind of like Sunny D, I was like, man, that's what I was hoping for. And since, you know, We had 10 people saying red, a couple yellows, couple oranges, one black, guy said a purple. So I did take the poll. I added up the last two videos, what people really wanted to see. And people were saying red. And red's my favorite color. I just wanted an off red. And by doing it this way, it kind of gave me the Sunny D orange. Is what I was trying to go for. And I think we did it. Man, this thing is... I wish you guys could see this thing in person. This thing is really popping. So got a little light in this corner, and I knew these edges always do that. And that's why I was laying the paint so thick on the sides. Especially when it came to the primary coat, the primary red. Because if you don't back it, if you don't get good coverage and then you back it with something, that something is going to come through. Came through a little bit right there, but that's no big deal. We're going to be trimming some of this off anyway for the wheel well. But I'm hoping camera's catching this, because this thing is popping. Let's just get a look at this. See with this this on, how hard it is to kind of tell. You can tell it's something's in there, but then you unwrap it, and this is the best part. Look at that, man. Talking about a paint that is popping. I should be able to see this 2 miles away, is what I'm hoping. That's what I was going for, something bright. And you know, Phil Jolly does the orange on everything because he can see it. And I just want to do something different. This is kind of like a burnt orange, but it's actually red. And I had all the colors laid out earlier when I was deciding what to mix. And I was watching Deontay's live, mixing these paints. Really wanted to show you guys how I do it. And you got to run test samples. Don't just test on your body, and that's how a watermelon happens, when you just shoot something. I learned now to go ahead and something was in there. Got a piece of something in there. Man, this thing is really popping. So got a little wavy on that sticker there, which I can clean up. That's when I was heating it. It kind of wrinkled right there on the windshield cover. I let the heat stay on in one spot just a little too long. Man, this Sunny D color is what I'm calling it. Is really looking good. I still got to clean up my cuts a little bit in the back, but wow, man, that's better than I could have hoped. Let's get this car over here. Man, this color is popping. I am kind of glad that people were choosing red. I just didn't want to do the same red that I've been doing. Body fits right on. Nice and snug. There we go, guys. Wow. With the Basher Queen's carbon fiber, it's just amazing. Let me get her sticker off of here. Wow. That's beautiful, guys. Now I am gonna lower the front a little bit. The back, I'm keeping it tucked. But wow. We'll get the light decals in there. Once those lights are in there, it's really going to look pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This Corvette body definitely came out a lot better than I expected. Now, I have done a Corvette body on the Proline one on one of my slashes when I was doing speed runs about 2 years ago with the 4x4 slashes. And the Corvette body did good other than it being real thin. Kept having issues with that. Now the plan is to throw some carbon fiber stickers over the white wheels. The white stands out a little much for me, but it's okay. The factory wheels like that will look really good on this body, and that's pretty much how it's gonna run until I try to go for the 150. Then I'll be on foams, which are these BSR foams. So can't wait to really get all these decals on now. But you can see the electronics right through the window. You can see those game changer fans on the XLX. You can see the ripple killer purple in there. My antenna is right there, so I should get really good reception. I might even drill a small hole and bring the antenna out. Whenever you get the antenna out, you'll get farther range. But man, it's looking amazing. I want to shed some light on this because I just got some weak light on the top. But look at that. Look at the pop from that metal flake. Really cool, nice, even. Really digging the color, guys. So there we go. So color reveal, color paint. Try to show you this this carbon fiber, the Basher Queen's carbon fiber. It's hard to catch it on camera, but look at her carbon fiber, how thick that stuff is. If you compare the thickness to her carbon fiber versus the other company carbon fiber on how thin it is, stuff's paper thin. I mean, the color is the same, but hers is just so much stronger. Look at the size of that versus the other eBay company. So that's the other red one. That's the other company's front splitter. And hers is way thicker. A lot nicer and fits a lot nicer. So there we go, guys. You can really see the color reflection on this. You can see the electronics on the inside. You can really see through the back glass. We might throw some LEDs in there. Do some drag racing with this body as well. Man, look at that. All her carbon fiber, the Game Changer carbon fiber that the Basher Queen did, those guards, you can get those through Game Changer, but Basher Queen actually makes them. the carbon fiber brace, and then just all the cool steering components. So we really did refresh this RC, and you can tell that it's a lot brighter than the other red up there. Problem with the darker red is on a blacktop, it kind of disappears. This isn't going to disappear now, not on the blacktop. I should be able to see it. So there we go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We will see you on my next video. Thanks for watching. Some of all the graphics I'm going to stick on it. Pretty cool.